This backwoods Barbie, he was tricking up money. She's in the passenger seat of my Rolls Royce Ferrari. And I mean, really? Really?
Having this side girl for almost 15 years of our marriage. I've known about her almost since the beginning.
I have to be happy on the TV every morning live from New York.
So, remember Sharina? You know, the one who was Kevin Hunter's side piece while he was married to Wendy Williams? Well, honey, she's in some deep trouble now. Not only is she getting sued by TJ Maxx, of all places, but now Wendy herself is coming for her coins. Let's break it down. Wendy's taken legal action against Sharina, accusing her of stealing money through Kevin Hunter. And get this, the court has confirmed these allegations. Apparently, Sharina was using Wendy's money to buy properties. The audacity, right? Now the court's digging deep into this mess, trying to figure out just how much Kevin was involved in all of this. They're looking at every property Sharina bought with Wendy's money. You know Wendy's not playing around. She's determined to get her revenge and isn't leaving any stone unturned in her quest for justice. But hold up, this isn't even the first time Kevin's been in hot water. Remember when he got sued for maxing out all his credit cards? The man owed thousands to a bunch of banks. He had to sell off their mansions and those fancy cars just to cover his debts. And when Wendy's alimony checks stopped coming in, child, it was a whole disaster. Now here's where it gets really wild. Sharina, who used to be living large on Wendy's dime, is now getting sued by TJ Maxx for defaulting on a $3,000 card debt. I mean, seriously? $3,000 used to be chump change for them, and now they're catching lawsuits over it. How the mighty have fallen. Meanwhile, word on the street is that Wendy's chilling in Florida, watching this whole mess unfold from afar. And can you blame her? She thinks it's straight up karma for what they did to her, and honestly, she might be right. Let's rewind a bit and get into how this whole drama started. Back in 2019, Wendy filed for divorce from Kevin after finding out he had a whole baby with Sharina. Wendy knew he was a serial cheat, but this was the last straw. She not only left him, but also fired him as her manager. Talk about a double whammy. What's even crazier is that Sharina's own family was Team Wendy in all of this. Her uncle was straight up disgusted, saying Sharina should have known right from wrong. Ouch! While the divorce was going down, Wendy got hit with an order to pay Kevin alimony. And what did Kevin and Sharina do with that money? They lived it up, opening a bunch of businesses that flopped harder than a fish out of water. We're talking massage therapy school, a mall kiosk, a jewelry line, a clothing line, even a barbershop, all funded by Wendy's money and all total failures. Wendy, being Wendy, couldn't help but spill some tea. She said all of Sharina's businesses flopped because, and I quote, "She ain't the sharpest tool in the shed and has zero clue about running a business." The shade of it all. When Wendy's show got canceled, she cut off those alimony checks real quick. Kevin, who apparently hadn't saved a dime, went running to court crying broke. He was saying Wendy's money was his only income, and without it, he couldn't stay afloat. Can you believe this man? But here's where Wendy proved she's always thinking ahead. She had slipped a clause into that alimony deal stating she'd only pay Kevin if she's still rolling in it. So when her show tanked after her health took a hit, she was off the hook. Genius move, Wendy. Now Sharina and Kevin are in a real mess. They had to sell their Florida crib for $1.2 million just to keep up. Kevin's in hot water with some loan sharks for splurging on fancy cars he can't afford. UBS Bank is dragging him to court for dodging payments on his credit cards, racking up a six-figure debt. But wait, there's more. While we thought Kevin was the only one sinking, turns out Sharina's in deep too. TJ Maxx is coming after her for unpaid bills, and rumor has it more lawsuits are on the way. Court papers show Sharina owes over $3 grand to TJ Maxx, with payments due since March 2023, and she hasn't coughed up a cent. Now let's talk about Wendy. Her ride or die, Miss Jones, aka Jonesy, just dropped some fresh deets about Wendy's moves lately. Turns out Wendy's moved down to Florida with her son Kevin Hunter Jr. Seems like she needed a break from all this drama, and honestly, who can blame her? But get this, sources say Sharina's out here blaming Wendy for getting sued. She's saying if Wendy hadn't cut off those alimony checks, she wouldn't be in this mess. The audacity. How are you gonna steal someone's man, blow through their cash on failed businesses, then turn around and blame them for your own financial mess? Child, the delusion is real. As usual, people had a lot to say about this mess. One person said, "The amazing thing about this is